Hello everyone, it's me, and today I'm going to explain to you what I've been doing for the past week that I've been working on this game for you guys. So, here it is. So, the first thing I did was I made a long hallway, and then another long hallway, and with this long hallway, you are able to walk in it. I'm added some blood as well in that hallway so the player could feel a bit tense, and I also made a more complicated puzzle than from the last puzzle in part 1, and I'm still trying to figure out how to make gameplay for you guys, so that's something cool that you guys can figure out. Also, some other stuff as well is that I made I added jumping ability to the player, so the player is able to jump, walk, run. I'm also working on adding a running system, and also I'm going to start animating soon. Animating is going to be really tough. I honestly think it's going to be that tough because there's lots of stuff to do with animating, like bugs. I got to decode bugs. I have to make sure the animation plays correctly. And I have to make sure that the body stays together. I can't make the body split apart because I have to add new AI system. And I'm also going to tell you guys there's some stuff I'm going to keep secret for now, but there's one thing I want to tell you. I'm adding a chase, but I'm not going to tell you what the character is because I have to keep some stuff hidden, and I'm going to show you the gameplay soon. But there's some stuff I'm actually hiding a bit from you guys because I want to show everything right now, so you guys don't have to be scared or anything like that. So I'm not going to explain the whole complicated puzzle, but I'll explain most of it for you guys. But before we do that, shout out to my friends Patrick, Joseph, Ethan, and Sam for watching my videos every day and always try and watch them. It gives me a view on them. Thank you so much to them. So that's my shout out for today. But let me continue. So, in this complicated puzzle, you have a door. You will try to figure out how to head into this door. And with this, I had to make animation, like coding. I got the code with blueprints. I used blueprints. I had to make an actor, and the actor, it took me a while to fix the door because the doors are the door. Also, had some bugs to be able to open it, and so I also added a material. I'm not 100% sure what model I'm going to use for it, but I know that it's going to work well for now. I picked a good model. It like shines a bit. I'm not going to tell you what it is, this item, but it's really important in order to open the door. And there's a code in the system that's like like a maximum of how much you need to get. Like, you need to get this much to open up this door, or you need to get this much to open that door. And with that, it got pretty hard. I found bugs in it. Like, one of the bugs is that the door wouldn't open. Another one is that the physics will bring you out into the void. And another one is that sometimes you'll just fall through the map. So I fixed those issues, and now I'm working on making some better quality. So that's a lot that I'm going to explain to you. I also added a cube, but this cube, you're able to jump on it, but I didn't add a jumping animation yet. So I went into the first person actor, and I made a jumping animation in it, in the Unreal Engine, and then I fixed it to make it a bit good. I made it a bit low because it's also a horror game and you shouldn't make a high jump like that in a horror game. So, due to that, I had a while to do all of this animating. It took me a long time to make this room. Like the rendering, the process, like the rendering the room, the process of the room. I had to make sure that the lighting was correct in the room. I had to make sure for a bunch of stuff before I could finish this whole thing up. And then after I made the cube, I had to make another animation for the door so the door was able to open. When the door opens, you're gonna go onto this long hallway, and that's when the chase is gonna start. There's some stuff I'm gonna keep secret about the chase, which I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep some stuff secret. So that's mostly what it is. So, oh yeah, I have something really cool for you guys, and I'm not gonna tell you because I want you guys to figure out yourself. I'm gonna actually add some secret details, but that's not the secret thing I wanted to tell you. Now I made like a system where you have to jump down in this like ventilation, and after that's how you get to that big room with the big door and with those so many glitches that I had to fix. So the whole process for me, it took about 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's the amount that it took me. It was actually almost close to almost 30. It was actually almost close to 3 hours. I was expecting it to be done in 3 hours, but I was able to get it done in 2 hours and 30 minutes, which I honestly think it's a good accomplishment for someone my age as an 11-year-old. And that's mostly what I have been trying to do for this while. So now that I explained everything that I tried to do and was successfully able to make in this part, in part two, I'm gonna make it into a story so you guys can understand a bit to get like a deeper concept about this part. So here it goes. Imagine that you're a person. You walk through this long, long hallway. You find a room, but there's boxes on it. You have to move the boxes around. Then you find a ventilation shaft. You have no idea where it goes. You go in, you drop down, you get scared, and you feel like something bad's gonna happen, but nothing bad happens. Then, after a while, you fall down. You find some glowing objects. You pick them up, and then you find more of those glowing objects, but you can't reach them. So you find a cube, and with this cube, you grab it. And once you grab it, you move it. And when you move it, it moves you to the correct position. Then the person jumped on, made it to the platform, grabbed the two glowing objects, then looked around and found other glowing objects. And he found a new cube, and he grabbed that cube backwards and brought it to the next area. He jumped on it and he grabbed it. Then, after that, the door tilted 90 degrees openly, and then all that he expected waded across from that door, ending part two of the progress done in this game. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys for today. I hope you really loved it, and just help me get at least one like. I want to be able to spread some joy around you guys. So try to help me get at least maybe let's say 2 likes. That's the best I want. That's the best I'm hoping for. I'm not sure, but I can try. I'll try hard as I can to fulfill that dream of having 2 likes. So, I ran out of time for today. That's mostly all I can do for now. But I'll try to get part 3 done in about maybe Sunday, I believe, maybe. So that's my estimate. It may be delayed a bit due to animations and a bunch of other stuff I'm going to keep secret for now. So that's all I really wanted to say. Thank you and have a great day.